Looking back as your first season of the program and the program's first history, what was the biggest growth moment for you, the team, the program overall?
Yeah, looking back to last season, one of the coolest moments of the season was right after our first competition. So, during the first semester of the season, we just practice within ourselves and we do performances at games, but we don't see any other teams that we compete against. Once we were able to go to a competition and see the other teams that we were competing against and what the standards are and how we scored, the girls were really bought in after that moment. And then we came back. I remember that practice after that first competition, really the focus and the energy in practice was awesome, and it carried through all the way to regionals. And we didn't end up advancing to nationals last year, but the energy that we had heading into every competition and our focus during practice was a huge change from first semester to second semester during competition season.
Heading into year two, what are the goals for this team? To the type of leaders, what is the mindset for this year?
The goal for this year that the girls and I have, last year we ended the season 13th in the nation, which was crazy in our first season as a varsity sport because the top 12 go to nationals. So we were one spot away from heading to nationals. So our goal is to head to nationals this year, but more specifically, we want to get at least a 3.5 or higher out of 5 points on our score sheet. Everything is in 5 points. So we want to get a 3.5 or higher in every category, which would give us a 70 out of 100. Last year we scored in the high 60s. The teams that were heading to nationals scored in the low 70s, high 70s, and onto the 80s. It's really difficult to get a 90, so even that 70 range is really pretty good. So our goal heading into competition season is to get a 3.5 or higher, but overall just being efficient with our time during practice and being focused, and everybody is in the same mindset. We just started doing a really cool thing during practice of when the girls enter practice, getting ready, like right before practice starts, we have sticky notes and they write down their one goal for practice, whether that's I really want to focus on my energy and endurance today. I really want to focus on my technique. I really want to get my turn set. Or, hey, I had a really bad day and I just want to make someone laugh today, or I just want to have a good memory during practice. Whatever that intention is for practice, they put that on the sticky note and they put it on their water bottle so that every time we get a water break, they are heading to their water bottle and they get reminded of what their purpose is for the day. And the goal of doing that overall is just to make our practices and every time that we're together as a team super intentional. So we're not just checking off the box. I went to practice and then I did this, I did the workout, I did the dance. We have an actual goal for everything. And building up our culture as a team, that is the goal so that we can be super intentional with what we're trying to do. And if we're trying to head to nationals, we need to be in that mindset for sure.
You touched a little bit on culture with a brand new program, high growth in the program. What is the overall culture that you are trying to build here at Viterbo?
Yeah, so the culture that we're building this season and last season, the girls all have a really good concept of this right now, but we're trying to take it to another level. So right now we all are pretty focused, pretty hardworking. The girls don't take practice lightly. They know they're here to work and they're here to sweat and they're here to get things done and clean the dance and be efficient with our time. And we're just trying to take that to another level. So right now, during practice, there's a lot of, we do something and then it takes like a couple seconds for us or a couple minutes for us to get into the next thing, where we're trying to just cut down on those times, which seems a little bit, we're trying to be super efficient with our time, but really down to the second, because every practice needs to be so focused so we can get as much done in each practice. So the goal for each practice is to get the dance as clean as possible and get the girls as conditioned as possible so that when they go out and compete, they're not dying at the end of the routine. That's like the main goal. But overall, as a culture, that translates into coming focused, coming ready to practice, coming ready to work hard, knowing that even if you had a tough day or school is tough, put that aside, come focus with the team, and then at the end of practice, we'll all feel like we're ready to take the floor, either this weekend at a competition or just tomorrow at practice and improve from there.
Awesome. Good luck this season, Coach.
Thank you.